Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 46th Annual Rhode Island Heritage Festival. My name's Jeff Emidy. I'm the Executive Director of the Rhode Island Historical Preservation and Heritage Commission. Rhode Island's culture is really made up of elements of cultures of people from all over the world. The native peoples who have lived here for millennia, colonists and immigrants who came here in search of a better life, and people who were brought here against their will. Those cultures are on display in our restaurants, churches, and corner stores, in the music that we hear as we move around the state or as we sit on the beach, and on the people that we see every day. Today, we come together to celebrate those many cultures in this one location. This is a peaceful gathering where you can experience the best of what these cultures have to offer. In a world where too many people take their differences to extremes, it's important that we recognize that we are all similar in many ways, and what we really want is to be happy and healthy and live our best lives. Rather than ignore each other or denounce each other, we should learn from each other and welcome each other. That's what you can do today. Go around to the tables that are set up around the room, talk to the people who are there. They want to share their cultures with you. Watch the performances. Try some different food. Make mental notes. When you go home, think about what you've learned today and explore some more. Spread inclusion, not divisiveness. We are fortunate that state and city leaders have and will join us today. Some are here now, others may pop in. After all, they are members of our cultural communities too, and they represent us. We're honored to have Lieutenant Governor Sabina Matos here, and I would like to invite her to the stage to share some remarks. There she is.
Thank you. Good morning, or good afternoon already. Thank you so much, Jeff, for the invitation. I would like to thank Jeff Emidy and Johanna Doherty for the work that they've been doing, making sure that the Rhode Island Historical Preservation and Heritage Commission continue to serve the state of Rhode Island, continue to honor everyone that makes Rhode Island great. As an immigrant myself, I can tell you that my experience here in the state of Rhode Island in the United States has been enriched by getting to know people from different parts of the world, that by getting to know your cultures and learning about the things that motivates you and that makes your family wonderful. There's a few things that I'm making sure I talk about, especially in this important year for this country. I came here as a 20 years old. I did not speak English at that time. That was in 1994. I was able to come here, work in a factory, jewelry factory, and then go to Rhode Island College and get an education. And I was able to run for office and represent my neighbors in the Providence City Council, and now to represent all of you in the state of Rhode Island as your Lieutenant Governor. I believe that my story, thank you. I believe that my story is only possible here in the United States. I doubted that if my family had gone to any other country, I had been able to have the opportunities that have been given here. All of us that have come from another country, we know what it's like to come here to America and find opportunities. Unless you are Native American, and we have the representative from the Native American community here, unless you are Native American, unless you are a descendant of slave, right? Everybody else immigrated to this country. Everybody else came looking for freedom, running for really bad government, and also looking for opportunities. So I want to ask you today, and especially to the new Americans, we have a task this year. Let's remind everybody how important democracy is and how important the opportunities that we are given in this country are. So we're able to come from all over the world and become Americans. So let's make sure that we get out there and remind everyone how important democracy is. Thank you for having me here today, and I'm looking forward to spending time with all of you. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Matos. We really appreciate your time today. It's important that we recognize the people who came from points around the globe to this place we call Rhode Island, that they were not the first people to call this land and these waters home. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome Silvermoon Mars LaRose to the festival. Ms. LaRose is a member of the Narragansett tribe and the assistant director of the Tamaqua Museum. They have a table right over there. You should check it out. With over 25 years of experience working in tribal communities, Ms. LaRose is deeply committed to fostering Indigenous empowerment through education, community building, and the preservation of cultural knowledge and traditional arts. Recently appointed to the Rhode Island Historical Preservation and Heritage Commission, she brings a wealth of expertise in museum administration, health and human services, and education. We're privileged to have her here today to share a land acknowledgement.
Asquequasanumas Natasui Silvermoon LaRose ni Nahahagansik Kanayantik. Kanupiam ni Tampuaga Aki at Nahahagansik. Thank you everyone for coming today and the most beautiful display of culture and community. This is my first time here. I've never seen that parade before, and it was just absolutely beautiful. And it reminded me of a traditional creation story. Many moons ago, Creator formed man by taking from the clay of the earth and tempering it with pieces of crushed plants and shells out of the water. He smoothed it over and created people. And he left them to rest. And then Coyote came along and got a little bit curious about what Creator was doing. And he wanted to see what these men were going to be like. And so, overstepping himself, he took those clay people and he put them in the fire and he let them cook. But he got impatient and he couldn't wait and he just wanted to get a quick glimpse of what they would look like. And he pulled them from the fire. And those people sprang up and ran out to all places in the world. Where they went, they developed new communities, new languages, new cultures, new songs. So many things that make us beautiful, all of the things that make us uniquely us, connected to the places that we come from. And for Narragansett people, we are the people who stayed here in the state of Rhode Island. These are our ancestral homelands. And these are the lands that we are birthed from, that fed us for generations, that taught us. The medicines that keep us well are all connected to this place. This is where our history and our story begins. And it's important to remember that history and to acknowledge the people who were here first, because everything that developed from that point came out of connection to us here. That's why it's so important to know your history. And we have a tribal elder, Sonny Brown, who used to always say, you gotta know your history. So we printed it on t-shirts today as a reminder to learn where you come from, celebrate those things, let it educate you, and then you build from there. So as we gather here today, let's take a minute to celebrate each other's histories, each other's cultures, and learn from one another. I'm excited to get to every stand. Please come visit me, and we hope to see you at Tamaqua Museum. Thank you.
Thank you, Silvermoon. There's a long list of people we have to thank, so I'll get through it as fast as I can. I want to say first, though, that we appreciate all of you coming today. There are over 40 groups and individuals here sharing their cultures through performances and at tables set out throughout this great historic building. And we offer our thanks to all of you the festival would not exist without you. Thanks to our sponsors, Amica Mutual Insurance Company, Coastal One Credit Union, who has a table over there, Navigant Credit Union, Neighborhood Health Plan, Tri-County Community Action Agency, Women and Infants Hospital, Urogynecology, and the United Way of Rhode Island. Please visit the United Way 211 RV. It's out in the parking lot. They can help to connect you with housing, food, affordable child care, and much more. I also want to thank the Rhode Island State Council on the Arts and the National Endowment for the Arts, from whom we received grants to put on this festival, and the Rhode Island General Assembly for appropriating funds for the Heritage Program. We have some supporters who are worthy of thanking: Governor Daniel McKee, Secretary of State Amore, Mayor Brett Smiley, the City of Providence Police and Fire Departments, Preserve Rhode Island, Rhode Island Commission on the Deaf and Hard of Hearing, and the Rhode Island Office of Library and Information Services. We always like to thank the WaterFire Arts Center for hosting us, and the staff who are here today helping out. Also, Luminous Creative Agency will be filming today's program. You can see them around. So they will produce fantastic videos for us. And if you missed something today or want to see past years, you can go to our YouTube channel and watch those videos. If you work up a hunger while you are here, there are 4 fantastic food trucks outside in the parking lot. Thank you to Anchor Boba Tea House, Cultro PVD, the Lux Lemon, and Village Greek. And of course, I want to thank the staff of the RIHPHC who are here today. They're out amongst you, happy to not have to be up here on the stage speaking. And they're wearing name badges like this one, on lanyards mostly. If you need something, feel free to ask them for assistance. We have a few volunteers, family members, and HPHC alumni. Thank you for giving up your Saturday to help us out. And most importantly to me, this year's festival was essentially put together by one person in our office, Program Coordinator Donna Alcazar. And I'd like to take a moment for us to offer her a round of applause. She's over there. Angela Sharkey and Kobe Dennis will be our MCs for today's show. They're over there. Thank you very much. You all have been doing this for years, and we really appreciate it every year, seeing you show up for this event. You can see their bios in the front page of the program rather than me doing it here. And if I forgot someone, as I always do, be sure it was accidental and consider yourself thanked. And now, please join us as we officially kick off our performance lineup with a stunning rendition of the national anthem by the incredibly talented Kimberly Johnson.
Good afternoon. I'm filling in for my daughter who usually does this, so bear with me. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, and whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, what all the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.